somebody else didn't get a hold of the one ring that we could destroy to get rid of all evil, and they're just like, I'm gonna keep this at my house with the rest of that guy's
would have
armor.
been so funny to just like
So funny.
walk it off a cliff.
He's a super fan, like, and he has the resources to like.
to drop it in a volcano.
Yeah, I just want to like fly over with a helicopter. Like, if somebody could like screech like an eagle while they were flying back
That'd be
from
so
it.
fun.
Are you guys talking about that magic shit?
All right, everyone, welcome back to the Hard Part Podcast, where the hard part is getting sticky.
Getting sticky. What?
I'm not a big
yeah,
fan
okay.
of, again, one of the things my wife likes to point at as she's like, you're not tested, but maybe, you're on the spectrum. She's like, you ever think about like how much you get freaked out when you get like a little bit of something sticky?
Oh,
Right.
I'm the same
Thank
way,
you.
dude. I can't
Yes.
deal with like honey or anything like that. That's why I don't like eating things with my hands,
I'm
because the moment I have something like if my fingers like
I can do like some barbecue chicken. Like if I need to sit down and like
Yes.
have some food,
but that's
and whatnot,
different because I'm going
you know?
into it mentally. But if I walk past something and I put my hand on it and it's sticky,
And now
it
you got,
ruins
like,
my day for fucking
100%,
dude.
And yeah, so getting sticky is definitely going to be happening in standard for the next couple of years.
It will. It will be a sticky situation for like at least 2 years.
We're on the edge of eternities and the edge of the Marvel multiverse at this point, the Spider-Verse, if you will. Is the Spider-Verse a separate multiverse within the multiverse, or is it just other multiverse places where there are different Spider-Men?
So the Spider-Verse is a part of the normal multiverse. The Spider-Man just call it the Spider-Verse because they have their own hub, kind of like how Doctor Strange and all of like the Time Lords like have their own. The TVA has their own sub-location. It's all a part of the same multiverse.
It's
They just have their own hangout spots, basically.
The Rick Sanchez.
Yeah,
the Council of Ricks.
yeah, they have their own like hubs where they all hang out.
I know that we've called on everyone, but the very obvious one in the room. We're not going to talk about that right now because
Yep.
I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know if they're going to touch on that at all. But there definitely should be a Council of Richards.
The Council of Richard
somewhere.
Garfields.
No. Council of Reeds. Reed Richards.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because we got in fucking not WandaVision, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, we had that Reed Richards, and then now we have this other timeline Reed Richards from the new Fantastic Four movie, which at the end of spoiler, at the end of Thunderbolts.
I haven't seen it yet, Shawn.
You've seen Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah, I have.
The end of Thunderbolts.
Great movie.
Is the Fantastic Four ship, which apparently
I did see that.
which
yeah.
apparently has something to do with. I haven't seen the Fantastic Four movie
I
yet.
really hate
but
Disney. Like, I would get it if they didn't understand like the format of Marvel movies, but like that's the only place where Marvel movies are. So I get really irritated with the fact that it's like, oh, we're gonna go ahead and would you like to watch the next movie? No. There are 20 minutes of credits and then 5 more minutes of the movie. So don't skip to the next.
Thunderbolts had 2 end credit scenes.
It did.
One
was kind of irrelevant, which I don't.
It's a
care
funny
for
one,
those.
which is because I just watched Captain America: Brave New World tonight while not organizing cars, but doing shipments.
Oh, is that on?
It's on, yeah.
I gotta
but
check
apparently
that out.
it happens before Thunderbolts, which really fucked me up. And then apparently I missed something somewhere because like they're like, oh yeah, the Hulk and Abomination had a fight. And I'm like, which? Because I don't know when that happened.
Was
So-
it in She-Hulk? Well, no, Abomination didn't really have a fight in there.
Yeah, but they talked about it in there, and I'm like, where did this happen? Unless they are including, for some reason now, the old...
that's canon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that's when they're talking about it, but it's weird.
Because you caught that one, right? The
Yes.
end credit scene in that one with Tony coming in.
That is the first actual connection of the MCU is that scene, because he walks in and he's like, I'm starting a team, and that's it. And everybody was like, the fuck is this? Because
seems like you've got a problem of your own.
Because there's a huge argument between whether or not that Hulk movie is the first or Iron Man 1 is the first, because they released it very, very close to each other, and nobody remembers which order they came out in.
Yeah, that's just the way it goes sometimes. It's
In Albuquerque.
in Albuquerque.
You said that's just the way things go.
Yup.
This week we've got like Tom said with the sticky situation. We're going to be talking about Spider-Man, obviously going to be in standard. We're filming this a lot later than we normally do.
Oh yeah, this is a super.
This is like
way late.
We had so much stuff.
We're gonna be recording the next episode in the next 48 hours, likely.
So we get to have the most amount of updates for you before release. Which
this
is
is
nice.
gonna be very up to date.
We have a lot of like Spider-Man stuff that's getting announced this week that already has been announced. So talking about that and how it's going to affect standard, I think is definitely what was in your graphic. Tom sends me the graphics that I put up, obviously, on the screen for you guys, and it's nice because it's a little like scavenger hunt for me to figure out what the fuck.
What is he talking about?
Yeah, like. Which I like. So, according to the graphic here, which I got to pull back up again because we text each other 8 million times a day.
Right. There's a lot of pictures too.
There's the Spider-Verse thing. We understand that. I see a picture of All Hallows Eve, which is a great card.
Yeah, we're coming up on the spooky season.
Yep.
So we've got that.
Yep.
We're gonna dive really heavy. I've got a couple of commander decks that I've already built for next week's episode, unless Shawn gets his frog deck up and going. But then expect the deck text going forward to be very Halloween or
very Halloween themed.
Scary themed for a little while.
Except for next week's, because I'm doing it on something that's not Halloween themed, and then it's going to be Halloween themed. The deck tech for this week is we're going back to the goodest boy that we've mentioned a bunch of times on here.
Yeah.
We've mentioned the pre-con of dog meat, but Tom built an actual like dog meat deck, which is kind of funny. It is a actual
dog meats.
Because Voltron is very like dog meat's very Voltron-y anyway, but he purposely made it Voltron-y.
That in its budget too. So it's budget and it has a sub theme of dogs. So there's a lot of just like kind of useless dogs in here. Okay, but if you have dogs, then you know that some of them are just useless
my
dogs.
dog is absolutely useless. Our keyword corner is gonna be a little bit different. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because that would give it away because we're not there yet. And then
be a surprise.
It is, and then we're going to be talking about an event that's happening for between October 31st, November 2nd for Magic, because they're doing a Halloween event at LGS's that we'll touch upon. Before we get too far into things, so first update, before updates, I always want to make sure we thank Manapool.
Yes, definitely.
All the time.
Thank you.
Andrew,
dude, we have so
Thomas,
much fun
all
on
of their
Manapool.
kindness, dude.
Like,
they've been really good to us. They've been super supportive of us starting the card store, of us on the podcast. We're meeting up with people at MagicCon. We're meeting up with Manapool there, so we can talk to them and everything, which is cool.
Yeah.
And
dude,
like,
I'm so excited for MagicCon. Like, I know that I'm not always the best at like showing it, but I'll just let you know, like the calmer and more collected I get, the more excited I am.
Yes,
like
we're getting closer to MagicCon every second of the day, and you know, it wouldn't really be possible like at all if it wasn't for Manapool. If it wasn't for them like having a good platform for us to sell on, for us to talk to people, and like my deck is finished because of Manapool, because I've been able to order through there, and like
then we've been able to get rid of a lot of bulk. It's that
So
was what
easy.
we started out with Manapool doing, and that is we've gotten rid of some expensive items as well, but for the most part a lot of what we move are like 15-20 cent cards, which means that people are making some cool little budget decks, which I'm always a huge fan of,
and it's given us more ideas for our decks because we are packing orders orders, and we're seeing what people are getting, and we can immediately go, "This is for a deck." Like we could just tell by the way that the order's set up.
And there's some really cool decks coming together out there. There's some stuff that I didn't really think of, which is another cool thing. Like again, like you start up a card store and then you start, oh, that's a cool way to do
idea,
that.
Yeah. And with that, with us getting shipments and everything from other sellers on Manapool, we also want to thank ShippingShield for also partnering up with us and everything to allow us to send out shipments safe to their locations.
Yeah, because the post office sucks sometimes.
Dude, it does. Oh, my God. But ShippingShield, they've been really nice. Greg's been awesome. Greg actually gave us a special coupon code that you guys get to actually use. So if you guys are looking to do any sort of your own shipments or anything like that, maybe wanted to try it out, show your friends, or maybe you know somebody who has, availability for it. You guys will get 5% off your order by using our promo code, which we will attach to the video itself. For those of you a week later who
I've got to do the sound effects now.
Yep. For you a week later seeing the video, we'll put it on the video. However, if you are not a part of the video, let me pull out my phone because I already forgot the actual code.
Well, that's just the way that it goes sometimes with a live
Albuquerque.
show. Yes, again, in Albuquerque. The hard part is getting sticky with the way it goes.
That's just the way things go. So, the code itself. So, for those of you who want to get 5% off of your order with ShippingShield, it is POcast 5.
Okay.
For 5% off your order, and you can use that 5 times.
Gotta love promo codes and so forth.
How they're always like, we want to put these promo codes in there for you. And then, the way promo codes work, they,
I think that in a lot of ways, much the way that, speed dial made, remembering people's phone numbers kind of obsolete, I think that hyperlinks have kind of, I think they kind of made it obsolete out the get-go to,
So I do think the promo code's actually podcast, because the S and the D are right next to each other on the keyboard.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's fair.
I think it's a mistype. We'll double check. I'm 90% sure it's podcast.
We'll find out.
I think it's the hard part. It's hard part podcast 5, and that gives you 5% on your ShippingShield orders that you can use up to 5 times.
Or scan this QR code.
Yes, that's true. Or scan the QR code for those of you who want to see our beautiful faces every week.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to make you jump through another hoop when you go to edit this. Oh shit, I gotta make a QR code now.
I do. I already have to. Now I gotta do that.
Oh,
great.
Shit.
But yeah, thank you to both Manapool and ShippingShield for, partnering up with us and supporting us on our little dream here.
Yeah, and helping getting cards into people's hands.
Getting cards to people's hands is the whole reason we did this.
Yeah, you want to, Magic is growing at such an exponential rate right now. We do have, we're hitting, that Marvel in. They just did San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep.
And that was, a huge thing that Magic actually got its feet into. We do Magic Con.
There,
and, they do tournaments and so forth. But we're talking Comic-Con. This is the con. And Magic actually went and they had something to offer that was a legitimate
and not just the one secret lair they did that they still need to do a Universes Within because Captain America's fucking
I'm
ridiculous.
Really interested to see what Wakanda or what Black Panther's gonna be, but we'll see how that goes.
The next update, before we actually go to move on to the rest of the segment of the show. So Joe, our lovely viewer Joe, he has been sending us photos of these mystery boxes that people have been getting. So Target does mystery boxes, right?
I was just thinking of the pictures I sent you earlier. We'll include those.
Yeah. So Target does these mystery boxes here, right? That are such a... So it's not Target who makes them. Wizards makes them and sends them to Target.
Are you sure?
It says Wizards of the Coast.
Really? It's not a repackaged...
No, this is officially from Wizards.
Come on, Wizards.
This is a Wizards product.
Are you sure that's not a distributor?
Right here, 2024 Wizards of the Coast. It is from Wizards. It doesn't. Yep. So they made these boxes that come with 7 items in them. 5 random boosters, which... the 5 random boosters, it always seems like one's at least a collector, and if you don't get a collector, then boo-hoo, because these are like $40.
Yeah, it's not worth the 5 packs, especially actually oddly enough, the packs that we got out of the other one were not the worst.
Yeah,
but it was mainly
we opened
because
one off camera, and we got a Wilds of Eldraine collector and 4 Bloom Burrows, and then we got 2 promos and a dice.
And as much as I wanted to crap on the Bloomburrow stuff, it was the 2 uncommon $3 banners that we got out of there that were actually the value in the packs. Including the pack, the collector's pack,
and the commander that I will be building for next week's deck tech came out of this box too.
Hell yeah!
So, but we wanted to open this live for you guys and see and kind of show you what's inside of them because they are interesting and sometimes you get some really crazy things like Forgotten Realms and Baldur's Gate collector boosters, and sometimes you get Aftermath collector boosters.
We're gonna watch Shawn play the lottery.
I just ripped the shit out of that box.
Yeah,
Oops.
but it's a giant. You're supposed to rip the shit out of it. Look at that.
You open it up,
That's
it's got question marks.
Garbage.
It's got these ripples in it, so you can open it.
Like it's literally excess garbage.
Yep.
Like
so, that's so nice of them to pack the dice with the card. Oh, we got another white dice.
Aw.
Watches
the
the
bone dice.
Watches the exact same
pack.
promo and everything.
Ugh.
All right, so our first.
It is, isn't it? I'm using one of those that in Wakanda.
So the first promo is the one we opened earlier.
It's the same
which
one.
Is, Sarenth. It's got the cool.
Let's see if there's a Pegasus in the next one.
Let's see if. Ready, guys?
Do I call the Pegasus?
I'm going to use my mind powers. There's a Pegasus in here. Whoa, it's a Pegasus!
Holy cow.
Wait, does that mean...
Was that in a second pouch?
Yeah.
That seems unnecessary.
All right, so...
How many pouches are there? 6?
6, 7.
Each one of those cards has their own pouch, and they stuck a dice in with one of them?
Yeah. So, ready? Here we go, guys. The next bin, I bet you, is going to be a Wilds of Eldraine collector booster. Oh, it's a Murders of Kalov Manor collector booster.
Okay.
That's a little... Okay.
Interesting.
All right. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, there's some variants.
Now let's
here
see what
now.
the rest of our... So some people have gotten multiple collector's packs out of these, too.
That would be really worth it.
Normal Murders of Kalov Manor.
Okay.
Oh, please don't be all Kalov
It's just
Manor.
a box of Kalov Manor.
Another Kalov Manor.
Yep, that's where my money's at now. If you get a Bloomburrow in there, I'd be surprised.
Another Murders of Kalov Manor. Remember,
Okay.
these are random, by the way, guys.
Yeah, 100%
And
random.
the final pack is a Murders of Kalov Manor.
Look at that.
And for those of you interested in how they pack it, here, I'll rip the rest of it open for you so you can just see.
Just a giant fucking all kinds
There you
of
go.
shit. What's...
There you go.
Hey,
I'm
we're
gonna
having
use
tacos later.
This. We are. We'll just fucking...
We're friends now. We're having soft tacos later.
Yep. All right, so we'll do this in backwards order. Let's open the non-collectors packs first and
Right.
see what we kind of get here.
Well, now that we don't have that on, do you know what the most, I know they had the lands. Those are decent. I'll look it up. You do that.
Murders.
You do that.
All right,
Murders.
so 14 card packs.
Where do we find that at? Manapool.com?
On Manapool.com. Yeah, just go right there. You can look at the set and see everything that's in it.
Okay. I just, search the set?
You do. So if you start
Okay.
typing in the set, you will see it will come up with, right at the first option will show the set itself.
There is.
When
That's
you go
very
there, it will
nice.
then show you sealed product and unsealed product for
Singles?
singles. So
Okay.
now we can
Filters?
filter it by highest to low for cost.
Highest to low.
You can also filter it by most common, too. Like
Okay.
most commonly purchased, which is important because if you do want to sell cards and you're not sure what to sell, and maybe you have a bunch of bulk of random weird things, it's right there. So,
Okay, so Delaney's Streetwise Lookouts, who you're looking for.
all right.
Okay, it's a mono white legendary human scout.
So, our first card, Novice Inspector. A Bubble Smuggler, which is an octopus fish. It's an octopus fish. Which one are you? All right? It's got...
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, is it at least like a...
It's got a fish tail, so they did actually...
No, but is it Simic at least? Or
No,
is
it's
it
just blue. It's one in a blue. Gearbane Orangutan. Cerebral Confiscation, which is what working for a company, corporate company does for you.
Yeah,
A Vengeful Creeper.
which is also what companies do to you sometimes.
A Gravestone Strider.
Wait a second. Vengeful Creeper. RJ. Just kidding. No, he knows what I'm talking about.
Gravestone Strider, which is also what corporate companies do when they want you to work.
Shit. Okay.
Murder. So, fun fact, Murder is one of my favorite all-time black cards because it was like one of the first cards that like didn't give you a negative side effect. What?
How upset would you be if you like went to go look at the card list of this set and Murder wasn't in it?
Right?
Like-
Murders of Catalog Manor, not having Murder. Curious Inquiry.
Who did it by the... It was Massacre Girl, right? Like, was there a question in there?
I know, right? Torch the Witness. Karlov Watchdog. A double card, a Hustle, and a Bustle.
Okay.
Holy fucking colors. And the rare for this pack is No Witnesses.
So...
It's a...
There's some decent stuff in here. You're looking for, like, Vein Ripper. There's a nice Rakdos printing in here. Patron of Chaos.
I already have that one. Listed on Manapool.com. It's the specialty, like...
Anzrag the Quake Mole. That's a fun one.
Yeah, No Witnesses is our rare. It's a board wipe. Each player who controls the most creatures investigates, then destroy all creatures.
Oh, shit. I did not... So, Massacre Girl's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
In, like, her original incarnation. But here, Massacre Girl Known Killer is a legendary creature human assassin with menace. Creatures you control have wither. Remember that, Lorwyn Bud? Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, if its toughness was less than 1, draw a card.
Fucking gross, dude. Wither's so gross.
That's so wild.
Second pack, starting off with a Bite Down on Crime. An Inside Source. Reasonable Doubt. Felonious Rage. Repeat Offender. Another Gravestone Strider. A Special Border, Auspicious Arrival. I actually really liked these for Murders. They did these kind of like specialty art border style ones, which were really cool.
I think they're 50-50 on that one.
Presumed Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I love the names of these cards, though.
They did have some awesome card names.
The Case of Burning Masks. Another Curious Inquiry.
Okay.
And our first dual land, Surveil Land, Thundering Falls.
All right.
Yep. So the Surveil lands are what you're looking for Murders, because Surveil is... We talked about this in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Surveil is... Oh, we got 2 rares out of this pack. We got a Doppelgang as well.
Okay. Oh, Doppelgang's fun.
Yeah. But Thundering Falls is great. It's it comes into play tapped. However, when it enters, you Surveil, which immediately offsets the fact that it has to come into play tapped.
What's the collector's number?
It is 260 nice.
260 nice.
Yeah, 2 nice.
That's $20.
Holy fuck, really?
Yep.
All right. So that's half.
Way to go.
So
that's
that's
not even the
half of-
collector's pack.
That's not even the collector's pack.
There you go. Yeah, get some value. Again, we got like $6 out of the last one.
Yo, we got hosed on the last one, which is fine because we're still getting magic cards.
Hey, you know what though? Buy singles. The professor says it. The math
It's true.
is there.
I hate it because I like cracking packs. Like, that's my favorite part about running a card store is the fact that I get to open packs. I love opening packs. But like
I was telling you, we do
singles.
an extensive amount of research, and very seldomly do we. Well, not very seldomly. We try to focus on buying boxes because when you buy a box, then you know that you're getting
gonna
some
get
value out of it.
something good.
Yeah, when
Every
you buy
time.
packs, it's
It's
not a good idea. There's no situation. It is the way to lose the lottery is to buy
every time.
packs. But
Pack
let's-
number 3.
yeah, let's see.
Benthic Criminologists.
Okay.
A Goblin Mask Maker.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever it attacks face down spells you cast, this turn costs 1 less to cast.
Okay.
Basilica Stalker. Another Bite Down on Crime. An Inside Source.
You know,
The Thinking Cap. Let's fucking go. That's so funny. Slice from the shadows.
I really want to see a wrench.
A private eye.
Or I could use the candle.
What about a concealed weapon?
Concealed weapon's not bad.
Surveillance.
Is that a red?
It is red.
Mm.
Surveillance monitor. Ooh, an aftermath analyst. This was very strong on Arena in certain decks. Because it allows you to mill 3 cards and then return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield for 4, which is really good. We got our rare for this pack is the Case of the Crimson Pulse.
Okay.
Case of the Crimson Pulse. When it enters the battlefield, discard a card, then draw 2 cards. To solve, you need to have no cards in hand. And when you solve it, at the beginning of your upkeep, discard your hand and then draw 2 cards. Which is okay. And then, normal other things. The clues are... I really like the clue tokens in the set because they're all different. They're kind of cool.
It's a buck.
Hey, it's a buck.
Yeah, if you bought that pack, you just lost $3.
All right, well, these two were, glued together. Oh,
What's that on the back of it?
it's sticky.
Oh, no, did you do... It's sticky.
It's sticky, dude.
Sticky.
No, it's fucking got glue on. Why does it have glue on it?
Damn you, Spider-Man.
He's a menace. Pack number 4 of the normal packs. Ooh, we got one of those cool little token cards that they came with.
Okay.
In these packs, which give you stun counters, +1/+1, unlock, suspected, case solved.
That's gnarly.
This
I like
should
that.
come in more packs.
That
It comes
should
with
come in more
counters. That's
packs.
fucking awesome.
The little pop-outs?
Yeah, little pop-outs. That's sweet. We got a Granite Witness. It's a gargoyle detective. A Red Herring, which is a fish clue. A Toxin Analysis. An Airtight Alibi. Hazda Vigilante. It's got 2 A's. I don't know how you do that. Yeah. Gravestone Strider. Surprise, a murder.
A surprise.
Agency Outfitter. Perimeter Enforcer. A Soul Search.
Tim would be very proud of you.
For going slow through the comments. And the rare is a Steam Core Scholar, which is a weird detective. Flying Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards, unless you discard an instant or sorcery card or a creature with flying.
Just 50 cents.
Foil, make your move.
He is a weird detective.
He is a weird detective. And finally, look at this. It's literally sticking to fucking everything.
It's so rough. Is that the collector's pack?
This is the collector's pack.
Dun 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 dun.
That has 15 cards instead of 14 cards. Fun fact.
Yeah, can I just say, Wizards, this little whatever dance you're doing,
Stop changing the amount of fucking cards in your packs.
you're going to arbitrarily change the amount that we're going to spend on this shit anyways. That's a $30 booster pack right there. Put 15 cards in a freaking pack.
All right, so I don't remember how many rares are in collector's boosters, so I'm just gonna half split the pack and flip it. There we go. All right, so
Does it make sense? Does it make any difference? Isn't that just
There's a lot
chock
of-
full of of rares
yeah,
and
but
shit?
now the rares are in the back because you want us to go slow through the commons and uncommons, Tim. First card is a Frantic Scapegoat, which is a really, really silly fucking looking card.
Don't be scared.
A Foil Forest.
Ooh.
A
Love me
Hustle and
some
Bustle.
foil basics.
The Long Goodbye. Good Brooks and Dunn song. A Fair... What?
I don't know who you're talking to here.
They say if you love somebody, you should set them free. But it sure is hard to do. It sure is hard to do. Sorry.
He didn't know it, but his music career was just beginning.
Furtive Courier. A Rebel Belt Maverick. A Jaded Analyst. A Seasoned Consultant. A Unscrupulous Agent. A Detective Token. So now we are officially about to hit the rares.
The rares. Is that a foil detective token at least?
It is. First one is a full art foil Kaya. Spirit's Justice. It is a legendary planeswalker that says whenever one or more creatures you control and or creature cards in your graveyard are put into exile, you may choose a creature card from among them. Until end of turn, target token you control becomes a copy of it. Her +2 is you can surveil 2. and then exile a card from your graveyard. +1 is create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying. And her -2 is exile target creature you control. For each other player, exile up to 1 target creature that player controls. And she starts with 3 loyalty. Next is a full art non-foil hedge maze surveil land. That thing's fucking sweet. Simic colors. Let's go.
Full art.
Yep, full art non-foil.
$15.
Let's take it. That's good. All right.
$15, little man.
Put that shit in my hand. The next one is from the Murders of Kalov Commander, which is Counterpoint full art. It is a 3 in black and blue. Counter target spell. You may cast a creature, instant, sorcery, or planeswalker spell from your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to that spell's mana value without paying its mana cost.
Sorry, I was falling asleep. What did you say?
I'm not repeating what I fucking just said.
Just kidding.
Next is the 10th District Hero full art, who also has an entire book on him. A foil Drag the Canal.
Drag the Canal.
And a foil Unauthorized Exit, which is just a normal common. So overall, we got we got fucking 6 packs of murders. We got 2 cards over $10 though.
That's not bad. That's not
that
bad.
$20 card, $30. I mean, we basically.
I think we
almost-
recouped our cost on the second box.
Yeah, but it's still pretty cool though. I mean,
And again, cracking packs is fun. I don't ever.
and those lands are probably just gonna go right into decks because those are survival lands,
yeah.
dude.
The TLDR that I did this last Thursday was on an individual who was doing a video basically kind of like that, where he was like, you know what, I know the math, I know all this shit, but I'm gonna open up this pack anyways because I love to live life. And then he opens it and he flips through it. He's like, and I just didn't crack anything, but I had fun.
So we will be releasing a bunch of drafts. So we started collecting packs on a wall. And Tom, I brought up a really good point that
Right.
I want you to mention because I like to be right and I'm never right. So
Oh, I don't. Which one were you talking
the
about?
fact that we had a bunch of packs sitting on our wall to collect, and I said, Tom, do you realize that I have last pack magic look like crazy, and that's a lot of last pack sitting up there. I was wrong in the fact that there was no last pack magic.
There was nothing.
There
was a sure bet that we weren't going to open anything in the $28 pack of Legions.
but we got
which
3
is-
slivers.
Yeah, we did. That's
We got
what
3
I was
slivers out of
happy with
Legions.
that. That's I was hoping for 1
Yep.
and we cracked 3. And we had the provoke one. Oh my, the
Yeah.
Hunter Sliver
Yep.
is a stupid ability to put
So
out
those of you who
slivers.
don't know, Legions was the first 100% creatures only set.
Yep.
And it was all creatures, more mayhem was the quote on it.
Tagline.
Downside to Legions, if you buy the pack for more than $30, you immediately lost money because the highest non-foil card in that set is a Seedborn Muse for $20.
Yep.
If you get it foil, it's $680 though.
Hey, that's not bad, but again, you got to move that too. Like
Dude,
I can't
it's
think of
Seedborn Muse.
Yeah, like most
Just
people
get a
are
10th
just
edition
gonna get
foil, and it's way less.
just totally fine that way. Yeah, it's really for collectors,
It
like
is.
and a lot of I think that's something that like Wizards needs to start like well, and maybe they do internally have like a line drawn between like their whales and so forth, but like not to say that like you or I wouldn't spend money on a pet card. Like, oh, I really need this card. So you spend like $150 on a card. But like, can you think of a world in a situation where you would drop $700-800 on a single Magic the Gathering card?
Yes.
Yeah? Really?
A Kaladesh Invention Soul Ring.
Again, that's your pet card. Everybody gets like
okay.
1 or 2.
I
but
have
like,
the
do you
entire
think that you'd
Kaladesh
be like
Invention
building a
list is mine.
deck and
I'd be
just
like,
be
oh,
like,
let me get this $800
oh yeah,
version
let me
instead.
I need to get that so that I can finish the CEDH
Have you
deck
seen
I'm trying
Ben
to make.
Bateman's $16,000 deck?
Yeah,
That thing's insane. insane.
But he's also been playing Magic and like high-end Magic for a while.
Which means he has trades like crazy.
He has trades. He's been collecting Magic cards for like.
And he's a big face of Magic right now, so a lot of the times like people are just like handing him things just so they can get the clout.
Oh
from
yeah,
him.
I mean he's built up quite a following. Like it's really.
I mean, he got sponsored by Ancestral MTG because somebody stole the fucking alpha card off his porch.
Dude, that's so rough.
And
but
then they're like, "Oh, we're
like-
gonna replace that in a better condition and sponsor you for it."
again though, he's already in that market, and he's probably bought more than a couple cards from them.
Yeah,
or
considering-
traded up too.
Yeah, because he buys high-end collections and stuff, and like, I wonder what his bank vault looks like of like, because
Have you seen the way he keeps his cards?
I did see that video where he's just got piles,
That's- I
death piles.
guaran-
He's like, "Oh, let me look through this pile. Oh, look at this. This looks like a collector's pack that I opened." And he goes, "Oh, look at this like Surge foil fucking Tifa just sitting in this pile. Oh, I didn't realize I had that. Fuck off, dude."
Unless he's somehow whiter than he looks, which I don't understand how that could happen. I don't think that his financial situation probably looks much different than those stacks of cards.
It's just so funny that like there are people out there who are like begging to get Final Fantasy packs and to like open up Surge foils, and he just had it sitting in a death pile somewhere.
Yeah,
He's like, "Oh,
these
yeah."
are my bulk cards.
He's like, "I used to be really good at like catching these up." Yeah, when he said bulk, I was thinking it was be like uncommons and commons. No,
No.
it was like stacks of rares.
Yep, and like relevant like game pieces. Maybe
yeah.
not staples anywhere, but yeah.
But like
stacks of
relevant
$20,
cards.
$30 cards.
Yep.
And I think that was something I was running into. Muscle MTG was doing. They had a short where I was trying to like comment in it, about it because they were trying to find out like where to unload their cards. Because again, working with TCG Player and at least TCG Player, I haven't really done a lot of work with other people.
I know Card Kingdom does a lot of like you can like sell your bulk
like
a lot
conscription
faster.
style.
Yeah, they'll give you like one price for your whole bulk, which can be good if you don't want to take the time to like list it yourself and things like that. That is like for the everyday person who has a lot of bulk, that is a great way to go because you can just get rid of all of it, type it in, they'll take it, you just ship it to them, and it's done.
Yeah, you're gonna lose money.
You're going
gonna
to
lose money.
lose money.
Like they have a business model, and they wouldn't just be giving you money for nothing.
Yeah. And
they're
like-
gonna get some money out of it, so they're gonna buy from you at the lowest common denominator.
But then with Manapool, you can list it. The lowest you can go is 15 cents.
Yeah.
So you will always get something.
So maybe that stack of full art lands that you've got sitting around, collecting dust that
Not
you're
your
never going to
Bloomborough
use.
ones. Don't fucking list
Yeah, don't
Bloomborough
list-
lands, dude. Oh my god,
They're
damn
all
it,
the
dude.
same.
They're all the
That-
same
or
fucking
pay
land.
very close attention to the collector's numbers
The
and
summer
don't look at the
And
pictures.
the summer and the spring ones in
Like
the
the same
plains are the
picture.
same picture. Just one has slightly more dead leaves in it.
Oh yeah, no, that was so rough. And
It's really hard to dredge through all of those cards.
It did not take us very long to just be like, we're not listing these cards.
Yep.
Those can go in our bulk that we're just gonna like give away to somebody else. Like we're
I don't
not
wanna
listing
deal with
those.
that.
Ugh.
They look pretty as fuck, but screw doing that. Dude.
Yeah.
Yep, drudging through those is really hard.
So speaking of drudging,
Hmm.
do we want to move on to our keyword corner?
That was the reason why I strategically put the word dredge into that sentence, Tom.
I thought you said drudge.
Dredging through.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's fair.
This is recorded, so he's gonna think I'm stupid here, and it's literally recorded with what I said.
Hey, at least you're doing the editing at the end of the day. So like,
Oh, just like
you just go,
voiceover. Yeah,
yep,
literally.
see
like,
what I said?
Like it'll sound like normal, like this, and you guys hear this tone, and then all of a sudden you hear like dredging in the background. But yes, dredge is our keyword this week.
Dredge is our keyword.
Sequoia.
Sequoia. So anyhow, my phone is dying on me, like having a convulsive fit. So I'm just gonna kind of wing this here. I've got it frozen up, so if I just stop at any point, it's because it locked me
Do
out.
you need me to pull
Then
up?
I've got it. And I'm pretty familiar with dredge, or drudge, whichever. Dredge is usually something like Dredge X, Dredge 1 through 5, I think is the high end for it. And basically what you would do is if you would draw a card, you may put exactly that many cards from of the number into your graveyard instead, and then put this card into your hand, which normally, like, I think it was printed in original Ravnica as part of the Golgari's little cycle.
That sounds like it. Let me check that for you while you're reading that.
And then essentially it was kind of put in there to be just kind of a recycling thing. You know, basically you could get a piece of value back for, you know, sacrificing some stuff out of your deck.
Ravnica City of Guilds, and the last time it was used was Modern Horizons 3.
Okay. And so essentially what it ended up being is one of the absolutely most powerful abilities in the game.
Yes. It's really good.
There is, I think, Manaless Dredge in Legacy was the first time that I saw. Again, I think we talked about that when we were talking about the Bazaar of Baghdad.
Yep.
And you can run the deck without Bazaar of Baghdad. It's not necessary. But Stinkweed Imp is one of the main things in there. It has Dredge 5. And yeah, you can really just like unload your entire like library directly into your graveyard, pull a bunch of it out. There's no real serious interaction in it for the most part.
Yep.
But if you're allowed to just do your thing over there and they don't have like a counter or something,
yep.
Boy, you can really do some gnarly stuff without ever like actually playing Magic. You do your own thing there completely separately. Yes. And Dredge 100% enables that. Like, there's not a way to build that type of deck without Dredge.
Did you know that there was a test card with opponent Dredge?
Interesting.
So it was seen on the Trash Panda test card from an unknown event. It works as Dredge does, but for the opponent, giving the player the option that if an opponent would draw a card, the player may instead have them mill exactly 4 cards and put this card into their hand from their graveyard.
Trash Panda, that's bad, right? Oh, that's so much worse.
Trash Panda? Oh, yeah. Aha! More Marvel references.
There we go. Yeah, because there's so much of
Trash
it right
Panda,
now.
the creature type is Raccoon Bear.
Raccoon Bear. That's hilarious.
When it enters the battlefield, exile target opponent's graveyard. Create a food token for each creature card exiled this way. When Trash Panda dies, put it into a target opponent's graveyard.
Oh, wow.
Opponent's Dredge 4.
Okay. Interesting.
It's 4.
And that came out in...
It was... It doesn't
it's a
say...
test card.
It was an unknown event test card.
Okay. Interesting.
So you most likely... Yeah, it says confidential 2/23/2024 on the bottom of it. Apparently not that confidential.
Yeah. Somebody's talking.
Yep, so competitive play, like you said, this is Dredge decks. One of the most popular uses of Dredge is to use it to quickly fill your graveyard. A famous deck based on Yorchid. 3 and a black, haste at the beginning of the end step, sacrifice it. At the beginning of your upkeep, if it's in your graveyard, you may exile a black creature card other than it from your graveyard, and if you do, you return it to the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
So...
A lot of self-reanimating stuff. There's the some type of
Golgari
amalgam.
Golgari, Grave Troll, Stinkweed Imp, like you said.
Yep. Golgari Grave Troll is a 5 or a 6?
It's Golgari Cave Troll is
Dredge
6.
6, yeah. And it's literally just in there because of the Dredge. Like, it's great as a creature and everything, but you will never use that in the decks that you're using that in.
Yep, Dark Blast is the only instant with Dredge.
Mm-hmm.
It lets players get -2/-2 by casting Dark Blast in the upkeep and then recasting it after dredging it.
Mm-hmm.
So you could use it twice, basically.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sweet. that's
-4 for 2 mana. Well, technically only 1 because you'll untap and then...
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, Dredge. The reason why that is the keyword of the week is because there were a couple of different polls that were going around last week that were talking about the most powerful abilities within Magic, and I'm very adamant that I stand on my hill. I will die here. It's flying. It is flying. Yep. Like it's.
I don't, dude. My bird deck is only good because A, I can just pump fucking mana out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's all flying creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And in like EDH and stuff, you forget flying exists, and then it walks over your face.
That was part of my thing. Is there's this whole thing, like it's super visible. Like everybody knows about flying,
people
and
forget about
everyone's always like, "Oh, yeah, but there's reach." That's a whole keyword.
Are you gonna play
ability.
reach in every single one of your decks then?
Like, I'm sure that one exists, but off the top of my head, I can't think of another keyword ability that exists solely to counter another ability. Reach doesn't do any, like, even vigilance allows you to block and attack. Like, reach
is only there to stop flying.
Yes, 100%.
That is true. There is no other keyword like. Did they make a counter to haste? What is there a card that? What is there a card that says everything loses haste? What would they call it? Anti-haste?
I mean, I think
Sticky feet?
is a card that says that your creatures gain haste and your opponents can't gain haste.
Yeah, but that's still not a keyword counter.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. It's like an actual keyword counter.
Flying is so strong it needs a keyword counter.
That was my point.
I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with you. But that's the point of like my deck is only good because it has flying.
Storm and Dredge were the two that kept coming up, and my biggest argument with those is Dredge is obviously like if you use Dredge as it was intended to just replay the card a couple times versus like milling your entire deck, it's a very fair ability.
If it's so good, why did they stop printing it?
Storm is another one of those things where like if you cast like 2 or 3 spells in a turn and then you cast your Storm spell and you get a couple copies of it, great. That's the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
If you cast like 15, 20 spells in a turn and then like drain somebody for double that, that's not how it was intended to work.
It's Storm.
Yeah,
is only
like-
relevant because we literally use something called the Storm scale now.
Which was named after
Which is named
the
after
ability.
Storm, yeah, because it is the Storm scale is a very relevant thing, and if you we mentioned it in one of the episodes early on, if you haven't looked at it, please look at it.
Yeah,
the Storm
just look
scale
through.
is very, it's
Comprehensive.
It is, but it's a very important thing when building decks that matter.
Yeah, it does.
Like, it really
does.
matters on the power of a deck. Essentially, it's like, how good would this card be with Storm specifically?
Yeah.
If it's really good, it could break something really easy.
But again, like these, like the high Storm count card or abilities and so forth, count level, grade, whatnot, they're boogeymen. They're scary up front. Like, people know that. Like, they don't, like, oh my gosh, like, don't let that player go off because they're going to... Or with Dredge, like, oh, they're dredging? Immediately graveyard hate. We got to take care of that right away. So it puts a huge target on you when you start to use it. So it is powerful, but in that visibility, I think that power really causes an issue.
Yeah, I mean, like, Grape Shot, for example, is one of the best cards for Storm, like, in existence. And when you see Grape Shot, you're like, fuck.
Yep.
Like, I just pulled up, like, a list of, like, the best Storm cards. So, like, it's just...
Crowstorm.
Chatterstorm.
Chatterstorm is a great Storm card.
It's just... Yeah, because Grape Shot deals 1 damage to target creature or player. So... if you're able to just cast a shit ton of fucking spells before that one, you can kill somebody with a 2-cost fucking card.
Most of the decks where Grape Shot is in the
They can win that turn. If you hear them say, I cast Grape Shot, you've already lost.
when they start keeping track of how many spells they're casting that turn, you know that they're going on.
One of my favorite cards, like, in existence, Aetherflex Reservoir, is a Storm card.
Yep, well, kind of.
It's essentially fucking Storm. It matters for the cards you cast before it.
That's true. It does run off of the Storm count.
It runs
I'm just
off
saying,
of the Storm count.
It doesn't say Storm on it
It
anywhere.
doesn't, but it's one of my favorite cards, like, ever. Like, that's why anytime I can include it in a deck, that I'm playing a lot of cards, I want to because I love that card. Fun fact, did you know they made a serialized version of it in Brothers War?
That's pretty rad.
I want it so bad.
I think it's so funny that I used Tiny Bones to steal an entire reservoir from you.
I know, right? You're like, ha ha ha. Get drunk and steal things.
Let me just put this water tank in my bag.
It's so dumb.
It's Magic the Gathering.
It is Magic the Gathering.
I can't wait until I can use Tiny Bones to steal somebody's Marvel stuff.
Right.
Somebody's Infinity Stone.
Just Tony Stark that shit out of somebody's hand.
Yoink.
Yeah. So
Sorry, Black Widow.
the Soul Stone.
The Soul Stone.
The Mind Stone. The Soul Ring.
But yeah, that was...
The Led Zeppelins.
The Led Zeppelin.
The Led Zeppelin.
That was our keyword for the day.
It was.
For the week.
Yep. It is basically just the day because in 48 hours recording it.
48 hours.
So next, we're going to move on to... let's talk about the Spider-Man stuff. Since we're already kind of on this high of all of this, like, Marvel stuff anyway.
Oh, I love all this.
There is... So, Tom and I have to apologize and eat our words. We talked... Sorry, I'm burping like crazy. We talked about the fact that Spider-Man was bad, and it was having a lot of really bad cards, and it was just going to be a letdown of a set.
I feel like we got baited on that
Dude, and then this week, they have released some of the most unreal fucking cards I've ever seen in this game.
Not like Unreal cards or anything like that, but like they had amazing stuff on the bonus sheet. Like the
bonus sheets are beautiful artworks, and like I really like the comic arts.
Beautiful artwork, but I think they did the same kerfluffle that they did with the Final Fantasy shit. Whoever you guys got going over there fucking doing your text and so forth on these cards really needs like
it is the exact same Final Fantasy.
It's the same bullshit. Like it's super easy to just like do these up so that they would look cool and legible, or like move the fucking text around just a little bit. You've taken free agency on a lot of this fucking shit, so fix it.
In Spider-Man, right? I've mentioned it before. That I have a Spider EDH deck that is already crazy strong because spiders are just naturally tanky.
No, so the spiders are naturally tanky. The problem that we have there is your freaking commander.
What? Shalob's fine.
Yeah, she's totally fine.
She's fine.
Like,
you know what's better than Shalob as a commander, though?
Carter.
The new Cosmic Spider-Man they released. So... as you guys know, we mentioned the fact that they're not doing Spider-Man on Arena, so they're doing a universes within version of certain cards. So, Cosmic Spider-Man is a 5-color commander. I mentioned a while ago that, to Tom, it wasn't on here, but I was like, Spiders has a great thing where there's a spider in almost every color except for white. And there's a lot of really good spiders, but you can't use them all in the same deck, because if you do that, you'd have to do like a 5-color commander that doesn't have anything to do with spiders. We got one. We got Cosmic Spider-Man. The other version of him from Arena is the Spider.
The scions of the Spider. Plural.
Because, we couldn't leave the dragon out of this, so it's the Spider.
What's going on there? Like, we just that and the thing that you were talking about. So you remember how you were talking about the Infinity Stone?
Yeah.
And Infinity and Stone were 2 separate types.
All of these spider cards are all separate types too.
Well, going to the Terminus Stone, which is the in-universe counterpart. That is not an Infinity Stone. It is a Terminus Stone.
Still separated, though.
It's still separated, but now we have a unique, if they ever, we've got to do reprints of this card, but we don't have the licensing with Marvel anymore, so we have to print the in-universe one, then we're going to have a paper version of 2 different cards that have 2 different types that people will have
but both have stone in.
They do have stone in, but Terminus and Infinity, are they counted as one? I believe that they are mechanically the same,
It's the same. It's the same thing as you can play multiple different of the same named planeswalker as long as the name's different, but their subcategory name is the same.
Yeah, but is there a point where that ends up being counted? I believe that you count those as one.
Yeah.
If that becomes a relevant thing.
I think it would. But Cosmic Spider-Man is going to be my new commander for spiders because it has an insane wall of text.
It does.
So, he is Wooburg, legendary creature, spider, human, hero. So, great, human. Let's just add that fucking keyword to everything. He's a 5/5 with flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, and haste. That says...
Oh, really?
Yeah, has all that.
He doesn't... indestructible and haste?
No, lifelink haste. Flying, first strike, trample, lifelink haste.
Okay.
All right, cool. Do you know what's better than him just having it? Oh, that's your commander. It's like, man, I have to cast Wooburg to play him, and that seems kind of bad for just the commander. You know what's really fun about having really big spiders is when you can now, at the beginning of your combat on your turn, other spiders you control gain flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, and haste until end of turn. So now you have a win condition in your command zone for spiders. Because with Shalob, you still have to, like, you can drop her and your spiders have menace, but you can still kind of deal with that a little bit, right? Because it's very expensive.
It is very expensive.
This is Wooburg, and that's it. And then you have things like Aang that make things cost less, and then you're going to have... like
You can put Aang in your spiders deck?
Dude, if it let me win condition in that turn... Because imagine this. You have a bunch of spiders out, right? And a lot of the time spiders are like 4-somethings, like 4/5s, 4/6s. Which, if they don't have like flying or stuff or trample, they just kind of sit there and they're really big blockers. Oh, I have 15 of these 4 or 5 spiders out. I'm going to cast my commander and swing for lethal to every player. Oh, and if you don't die, I just gain all of this life.
Right.
Oh, but I forgot. Sorry, they do have trample, too, on top of that. Oh, and flying. Flying spiders.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
The most broken
powerful
keyword in the game. But, like, that's an insane card.
That is insane, but for whatever reason, I had him at a 7/7, so I thought that he would be able to survive. Probably because I have a standard for Wooburg, and that's 7/7.
Here's the problem, though. The 5/5, that doesn't matter, because do you know how many other spiders you're going to have that also say other spiders you control have this? So the moment he hits the field, he's immediately bigger in a spider deck.
Potentially. But
then there's all the other spiders also in the set that are nuts.
I was just thinking that Asmo is a really good counter to spiders, and then I was thinking that guy had indestructible for some reason, and he doesn't. So
no.
Yeah, I'll just run Asmo.
But there's so many other good Spider-Man in here, though.
That was my point with all of the Spider-Man on the image. There is that for a very long 2 years, I feel like there are a lot of relevant spider creatures that are going to be in standard for a bit. I think Riot Spider-Man, right? Punk Spider-Man? Spider-Punk. I think Spider-Punk is going to be very relevant. Yep. I think that there are a couple of the other villains that are going to make surface as decent cards.
Another thing to also be aware of, too.
Mm-hmm. Spider Rex.
I actually find this really weird timing, and I just connected it in my head. Right? Mm-hmm. Lorwyn's coming out soon again, right? What first release in Lorwyn for card pips? They did the half where you could cast red or green on something. You could cast blue or white on something.
I'm 90% that was Ravnica.
I feel like it was Lorwyn.
I'm 90%.
Either way, it was very heavy in the Lorwyn block.
Yes.
Either way.
Mm-hmm.
They brought that back.
They split the atom.
Yeah. Adam, another superhero. They brought that back in the Spider-Man set.
Mm-hmm.
Right before we're going back to Lorwyn.
Mm-hmm.
Weird timing.
That is weird timing.
Right?
Yeah.
But the reason I say that's important is because in Standard, you're now going to have these cards, like, for example, Spider Manifestation. First of all, creepy fucking art.
Great name.
But
Great name.
It's one colorless and a red or green. And it taps for red or green. So now you don't need to play a 3-color deck to get the benefit from this. You still only have to play 2.
And we have another red mana. What's going on here? When
A
did
2-cost red mana dork.
When is red? We've got red mana dork in Tarkir Dragonstorm. We have one in Final Fantasy.
Yep.
We had one in Edge of Eternities.
Yep. We have one
We
here.
have one here. What's going on
is
now?
already a problem, and now you're adding mana dorks to it.
I think the VV thing is going to kind of work itself out.
But they're adding those. But there's a lot of really.
There's going to
good
be Spider-Man. There's going to be Spider-Man.
Spiders are going to be standard again,
Yeah.
which is wild.
Standard spiders.
The thing I'm really interested in personally.
Mm-hmm.
So we obviously know we're getting the Soul Stone, right?
Right.
In your collector's packs, the Infinity Stone will always show up in the last spot in the packs. It is a last
Unless
spot.
you move your cards
Yep.
around like some type of like eccentric person that doesn't know how to just enjoy the commons and uncommons.
Collector's packs, they put them in the front. The rares are in the front in collector packs. That's why you move them around.
Obviously, I've never opened one.
So, there's another thing that also goes into that last spot that people aren't talking about, and I don't know why they aren't. They're giving us a full art, and they're only going to be foil, textured foils of Spectacular Spider-Man, and there's like 9 different outfits for him. But that's in that last slot as well.
They're AI.
God, don't even get me fucking started on that, man.
We gotta get through a couple other things.
Is
and then
this
we're
one
gonna
right here?
start
This is
jumping.
the one they think that it's.
Look at
fucking
his
AI.
hands.
Look at his hands, dude. I hate it. No, but the Spectacular Spider-Man is a part of that last slot. If you don't get an Infinity Stone, you could get that too. But there is a lot. It's basically all of his really iconic suits from over time. So you have the normal, his normal suit, right? You have
We have one of the tattered ones.
you have the
Ooh.
the Venom color.
Yep, the
You
black
have-
Spider-Man suit.
Fantastic Four Bagman.
Yep, that was the thing.
You have the the Spider Armor Mark 1 suit.
Mm-hmm.
You have Future Foundation suit. You have the 6-armed Spider-Man suit because he has multiple arms on it.
Like actual arms or like
Yeah,
like
actual,
Iron Spider.
actual arms.
Oh,
Different
okay.
Universe.
Oh, I remember that. That was a baseline timeline.
Yep. And then then you have the Sensational suit,
Mm-hmm.
and you have the Stealth suit.
I wonder, is the sensational suit? Is that Spider-Man? It's a little. It's just sensational.
I hate you.
I'm the sensational Spider-Man.
I hate you.
Look at my shoes.
But they're all going to be only foil. They don't come in non-foil. They also don't come in a non-borderless, so that card only comes from collector packs.
Nice.
And they're all raised texture foils. So that is on that sheet as well in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of sets don't do that now. Where in that last slot, they're like, you're either just going to get a garbage card or you're going to get this really crazy card. We have the chance to get 2 really rare cards in that slot now instead of just 1.
Okay.
So the last slot is going to be a normal Soul Stone, full art Soul Stone, or the headliner non-serialized Soul Stone,
Mm-hmm.
or that. And then that was the last big Spider-Man update. Is they officially said it's a headliner, just like the Sothera, and it's not a serialized.
Gotcha.
Womp womp, because
I think it's a good
timeline-wise,
idea. It makes sense
It does.
sales-wise.
But man, for the actual Marvel universe, every universe has its own Soul Stones, and that would have been our universe's Soul Stones.
Yeah, and somebody
That's
would have
so
done something
cool.
stupid with it, like buy it and then, like, I don't know, collect the rest of them and
snap
make
us all out of
yeah.
existence.
It's not like somebody else didn't get a hold of the one ring that we could destroy to get rid of all evil, and they're just like, I'm gonna keep this at my house with the rest
Dude,
of that guy's
would have
armor.
been so funny to just like
So funny.
walk it off a cliff.
He's a super fan, and he has the resources to
drop it in a
yeah, I just
volcano.
want to fly over with a helicopter. If somebody could screech like an eagle while they were flying back
That'd be
from
so
it.
funny. The Soul Stone, however, is already pre-selling for $800.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. The pre-sales are again $800 for a card. What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
And it's wild because it's
What?
gonna sell.
Of course, it's gonna sell. Well, to somebody,
Yeah, but it's gonna
maybe
sell.
two somebodies.
We part of our giveaway for I believe it will be next month because we'll be back from MagicCon, and yeah, it will be next month. So
Okay.
included in the Commander bundles signed stuff will be the MagicCon things that we are giving away 2 packs of collector's packs of Spider-Man at least.
I thought it was 3.
Is it 3 that's on it? I don't remember how many in there.
I'll have to check into that. Yeah, it's basically whatever comes in the. There's a playmat. There's some collector's
Playmat,
boosters.
deck box, collector's
you'll
booster,
get the really
dice,
cool
sleeves.
printing of Jonah. I think Jonah Jameson's the one that
He's
comes
a
with
menace. Well, that one we
Um,
have to stop by the booth and hopefully get before they run out of.
Yeah.
However, that's going to be part of the bundle, so you will have a chance to open your own Soulstone.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Who knows? How cool would that be?
Yeah.
Sean would not be.
Tom thinks that if we opened up the headliner Soulstone, we should just give it away. I get it. It would be so cool to give away.
I like
it would
the
hurt
idea of
so
giving stuff to people.
bad. It would hurt so bad because I'm a collector myself, right?
That's true.
I am a collector. I have
I'll tell you what.
binders of fucking
I'll
sets,
tell you what.
dude.
If we open the non-serialized premium, super awesome, no text one, we'll keep that.
What's the catch?
No catch.
Hmm.
We'll have to get it graded, obviously.
Dude,
but,
that would be so... Oh, man, dude. That's what I'm saying is I would be...
but if we get the, one or the... Dude, that's the one that's going to sell.
That's the pre-sale one.
Like-
the one where it's holding is only 140.
Yeah.
That's the weird price difference thing on these collectors things. This isn't no Pokemon shit that people
This is
grade
also...
packs unopened, I guess.
What is that?
But
Look at this. This could be less than the MSRP.
this could be less than I paid to grade it.
Yeah, could you imagine spending what is it, $40-$50 to get something graded,
Mhm.
roughly shipping
Mhm.
and all that stuff? And then 20 years later you crack it open and there was 17 cents worth of cards in
Yeah.
there.
But Spider-Man
Sad day.
has a lot of really good stuff in it.
It does, and we are just it is going to be spiders for quite some time.
We almost have the whole set. We're very close. I think next week is the last week of releases because then the set releases on the 22nd for pre-release.
Mm.
It's so not the 22nd. It's 26th, I think. The 22nd is they're doing a special secret lair Spider-Man stuff.
But before we do that, we're gonna do more spoilers for probably Lorwyn.
We still don't, we haven't gotten all of Avatar yet either.
Yeah, they'll wait until we're actually weeks before they start dropping
Yeah.
the last, just like they did with this one.
Yeah. It's so weird how they did these drop schedules because at first people were like, "There's nothing from Spider-Man," and Avatar has these really good things, and all of a sudden they're like, "Ha, fuck you! Here's all the good Spider-Man stuff.
I
Here's
forget
everything we've been holding out on."
I forget what the actual number was, but as far as the secret layers go, when they first started out, I believe there was 4 secret layers in the first run for the year. We're up to well over 100 secret layers, a year now.
The secret layer numbers, because they do collector numbers for secret layer, they're at 1,500 now.
Yeah.
It's 1,500 and something cards in the secret layer collection.
It's absolutely insane.
And there's some that are worth more than entire sets.
Oh yeah, yep.
Completed sets.
But I mean, could you imagine trying to keep up with you would?
You would basically not have to play normal Magic and only buy secret lairs.
Yeah, and you'd have to like be there waiting in queues for some of these things, and I don't understand how people buy 15, 20 of them.
That makes me so mad. It's like, because we're about getting cards to the people, and then there's these guys who are like, I'm going to buy 90 of these, and then I'm going to resell them sealed for 8 times
$35 a piece instead, or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, dude. Like, I got my hands on a single Sonic, and it didn't have a Lotus petal.
Really, at that point, right? That was and that's another thing too. Is like I feel like for a premium product like that, it shouldn't be randomized. I feel like if you're paying for
there's
that
people
type
who
of
buy an entire case and they get like 7, and they're theirs, and I'm like, the statistics here still don't make sense, because then technically every person who bought that many should get at least 7, and there's some who are like, hey, I opened up 45 of these and I got 1, and it's like,
because they're not well spread out unless you get the cases. Yeah. Again, it's just like buying boxes of a booster box versus that many boosters.
I am excited to see what other Marvel stuff they do now, though, because if this is knocking out of the park all of a sudden, I can't wait to see what else they like. Okay, we know they did Spider-Man because the multiverse stuff. It's the big hype right now.
Right.
But
and it's super easy to do multiverse Spider-Man.
Very easy. What are they gonna do for the other? Or like, what are they gonna do? Like an Avenger set, and then like an X-Men set, and then like.
I think if I were to guess, I think next up is X-Men. Then after that is going to be
Phoenix card,
Avengers,
dude.
and then after Avengers, we will get some type of like major crossover. I would love to see just like a compilation set of like, here's the best of Spider-Man, here's the best of X-Men, and here's the best of, and then they just release those old school block style to like actually draft those and do up
But then here's the question too, because any of you who like actually watch like Marvel comics or like read Marvel comics and things like that, the lines get blurred on some of the teams because, for example, there's been X-Men members who have been Avengers,
right?
And there have been Guardians of the Galaxy who have been Avengers, and there's been Avengers who have been Guardians of the Galaxy, and there's been Fantastic Four who's had like every member of Avengers in it at some point. Like, Iron Man was a part of the Fantastic Four. That's not 4 fucking people.
Right, yeah. The one you were just talking about Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was in Fantastic Four at one point.
Yep.
And then, like, so it's just like, how many of you want to be in the Fantastic Four? This isn't the Fantastic 55, cheaper by the dozen shit.
Cheaper by the dozen.
But where
a different comic altogether.
Like, where are they going to draw that line? Because obviously they're going to have to, with Fantastic Four being like recently released and stuff. If they're going to do Marvel sets, they're going to have to put them in. So where are they going to put them? Are they going to put them in the Avengers set? Are they going to put them as a crossover in the X-Men? Or are they? And because it's weird, because then you have like timelines like X-Men versus Avengers and like
that in it. So I think they'll shift over more to the
East
comic.
Coast Avengers, West Coast Avengers. They have all those, and
that's fair.
Then there was also a space affiliation Avengers at one point, and then there was the new Avengers, the Thunderbolts, the Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts.
Great movie. It's on Disney Plus.
Movie,
if you don't have if you haven't seen it yet, definitely recommend. Great movie.
It's really good. But because they've got a lot of. This is the thing about doing big projects like this is. They have a lot of potential. However, Marvel is also really good at rolling the dice on things that shouldn't work, and then they work, like Guardians of the Galaxy. That was such a out of right field. We're gonna roll the dice on
that
this
was
one.
James Gunn, is what it
and
was.
It fucking
and
worked,
he was
dude.
He was smart. I feel like he was kind of in his prime with that movie
because he could have messed up by choosing the original Guardians of the Galaxy and not the 4th variation of Guardians.
Yeah,
because there have been 9 groups of the Guardians, and they just happened to choose that one.
And there was a lot of homage and nods back
was.
to not Yondu not being in the Guardians until later on. Whereas
I personally, they won't ever do it. I know they won't. I'm not going to be this lucky. But one of my favorite storylines in Guardians of the Galaxy ever is in an alternate timeline where they're trying to bring the team back together. And Star-Lord, Peter Quill, isn't a Guardians of the Galaxy member, but he is a very famous singer on his Earth,
Yeah.
and he sings Disney songs. So he's like on stage singing like "Part of Your World," and it's the song he created. Like he's the creator of all the Disney songs.
That's hilarious.
Like that's fucking hilarious.
I mean,
It
he's
makes-
always
it's
kind of a
Peter
rock
Quill.
star in one way or another. So,
Yeah.
like, Disney or
Yep.
not,
But they have a lot of opportunities to absolutely fuck this up. But they also have, as we're seeing with Spider-Man right now, a lot of opportunities to do really good with it.
yeah, dig in their heels and do well. Please fix your showcase cards, your bonus sheet cards. Like, put some appropriate. Just look at them. Like, print a test or two, and then see how they look.
Yeah, go back to the bonus sheets. Like, remember when fucking even Unfinity had their bonus sheet, like Galaxy Foil 4 Outlands? They just made the text box smaller and put it on the
Say,
bottom.
how-
That
put-
was great.
Just put a text
A
box on
box,
it would
dude.
probably help.
Either
Like,
choose to have no words or words in a box. Don't do this weird halfway. What if we put words on the card, not in a box, and then also give it the worst typeface in existence?
see, and I think there's a really, like, say what you want to about the Final Fantasy ones. I don't really know how the amalgamation of that works. And the art style, I feel like, is very accepting to what they did to it. I
it
thought
doesn't
it looked
carry
bad,
over to Spider-Man, though.
but Spider-Man literally has, it's a comic book. Use comic blurb, like, chat bubbles.
here's the
it's
thing.
fucking right there.
I
like,
have a graphic design degree, all right? And looking at these fucking bonus sheet cards pisses me off. Almost as bad as when they were like, hey, you know what's really funny in a secret lair is if we do Comic Sans.
Now I do want to outline the art itself. Those are
Fantastic.
amazing
No, the
pieces.
art
Those
is
are
great.
original
You
pieces.
just can't read the fucking words on
Yeah,
some of them.
yeah, no, like gosh, these look like bad altars by the time that you get done with them. Like they're just
They're great. Like the art, like Tom said, art fantastic, awesome, love it.
the text needs
The
some
text
love.
is
Just a
real-
little bit of attention.
Read
Like,
that. You can't fucking read that, can you? Because they put fucking white letters on white teeth.
Yeah,
Traumatized also can't fucking read it.
yeah.
What they need, basically, how they can fix this issue is swapping, make the inside of the letters white and the outside black instead.
Also, the death of Gwen Stacy.
What a
Not
fucked
necessary,
up, dude.
especially
fucked
because you were
up.
already gonna put traumatized
Come
in here. It was
on,
right
dude.
there. It was right
Why
there.
did you give us a traumatized and a death of Gwen? The death of Gwen Stacy card is so unbelievably sad, and you guys are pieces of shit.
Yeah, I hope you guys know that.
Dude, like we like saw it in the same day. We opened it up and read that and went, oh, because it's the Andrew
R.I.P. Emma
Dude,
Stone.
it's the Andrew Garfield Gwen Stacy too. Like,
Oh,
dude, don't do that shit.
rough. Although I did love like that. If you like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, I really feel like No Way Home was almost. I feel like it was a better Spider-Man 3 than
Spider-Man 3.
than. Awesome opportunity.
But yeah, it's great. We're getting good cards, and I'm excited.
But yeah, so many Spider-Men, as you can see. We could go on and on. But for right now, we need to talk about doggos.
We do need to talk about doggos.
Okay.
Specifically, sticking things in the dog meat grinder.
In the dog meat grinder. The goodest Voltron.
The goodest boy. The goodest boy.
So anyways, I'm just going to kind of run through this real quick because I don't know where we're at for time, but I don't want to...
Hour and 20.
Okay, so yeah, I'll rush through this real. So yeah, we've got all kinds of cool stuff in here. Goldhound's a great, if you're building a dog deck and you need dogs, that's a great dog. Alpine Houndmaster is not a dog, but I get to search for two equally useless dogs.
So I want to back you up for a second, right?
Yeah.
Step 1. Dog meat. If you don't know what dog meat does, he costs 1, a green, a red, and a white.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that when he enters the battlefield, you mill the top 4 cards of your library. You can take an aura or an equipment card from it and put it into your hand and leave the rest in your graveyard. That's important because any other aura or equipments that are already in your graveyard you can choose from, not just the ones you recently milled. Now we will continue on because it builds into the Voltron part of it.
Because there's also another ability where whenever you attack with a creature that's enchanted or equipped, you get to create a junk token.
You do. You get a lot of junk.
Thank you, Shawn. I was under the impression that anybody who listens to the podcast knows who Memnarch, Sliver Queen, and Dogmeat are at this point. So
You never know, though.
Yeah, maybe we got a new person coming
Because
in.
you got to remember, too, that we changed our release schedule where we're doing an audio and then a video.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this ahead of time, you need to at least, know. You can be like, oh, dog meat. By my calculations, I know exactly who this is.
Right, yeah, not everybody knows all of the cards. Okay,
No.
so, yeah, very appreciated, Shawn. I appreciate that.
Don't be ableist.
I don't know what that
Fuck.
means, but I strive to not be discriminatory in any manner.
That's basically what it is.
Sir,
but
ma'am,
towards people who...
person.
But yeah, dog meat. So basically, he's building Voltron with the aura in mind. Keep that in mind.
Yes, auras are great, and we can recur them. But yeah, we've got some payoffs. Herald of the Pantheon lets you cast enchantments for cheaper. Igneous Cur.
Which auras are enchantments.
They are. Got Packhound, Mogus's Warhound.
There's a lot of bad dogs, bad boys in here. Bad
These are
boys.
good dogs. They're all good dogs.
Except for the Chihuahuas. Those aren't good dogs.
There's a really interesting one in here that I found, and I was like, there's no way that this is going to be something that I can run. But it's Elven Warhounds, okay? And it has really cool text. It's a 2/2 for a 3 and a green. And it says, if it is blocked by any creature, put that creature on top of its owner's library. And I believe that happens before damage is done. I could be wrong. But it's basically just like, if you block this creature, whatever you block it with is going to the top of your library. And I don't know if you like drawing cards or not, but drawing a card that you've already cast is
Every turn
really
is
annoying.
Oh, I know. It's really fucking annoying.
I've got a Greater Moss Dog because I did tie in some dredge here as well. Okay, so that's the other thing that we got going on is there's a little bit of dredge in here. Now, typically dredge is going to be a mechanic in green and black.
Yeah.
But there is a single card in red that has dredge 1. All right.
This guy right here.
And it is Shenanigans. It is a different guy. Let me pull it up. Shenanigans is 1 in a red for a sorcery.
Wait, the name of the card is Shenanigans?
It is Shenanigans.
That's fucking awesome.
Destroy target artifact, and it has dredge 1.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Just a nice little, I can pop people's impressive, soul rings
Twice.
or whatnot. Panharmonicon, stuff like that. But then we've also got, again, just a couple of, Thrill of Possibility, Return to Nature, Generous Gifts, just some basic stuff to kind of get you through.
Generous Gift gives you an elephant, which is a really weird dog.
Right? Well, it's going to give your opponent
A really weird-looking dog.
weird-looking dog. That's a strange-looking dog
That's
you got there.
Weird dog.
And then we've got a bunch of artifact equipment. I pulled everything that wasn't equipment out of here just because it didn't feel like it was on brand. So we've got Darksteel plates, Champion's Helm, Swiftfoot boots, Mark of Avacyn, Lightning Greaves, Naganata.
That is the card from Kamigawa, right?
Yeah,
it's the helmet.
It looks scary.
Is
No,
it
it's a sword-looking
it's
thing.
yes. Yes.
Some ogre holding it.
Yep.
And then Helm of the Gods.
That was a card I cut from Samurai, unfortunately. I wanted to keep it in there for flavor, but compared to the other
It just didn't.
wild things that you can put for equipment, it wasn't there.
It didn't make the cut because it's a sword.
Fuck off.
Oh, look here, Shawn. It's a cartouche. I have the cartouche of Solidarity. We were just talking about these in a game that we played last night.
Oh yeah, we were, because I was like, what the fuck's a cartouche?
It's an enchantment subtype, I believe.
What the fuck does cartouche mean?
It literally just matters for those one enchantments. That like you play the enchantment, it does something basic, and then if you play a cartouche, then you return it to your hand so you could play the thing. And
So
get the
the
effect
2
again.
cartouche in the entire game.
Yeah,
you return.
so there's one. There's at least one for each color, and then there's at least one card for each one of those that allows you to do something with it. It's some weird niche enchantment stuff that came out of Amonkhet, I believe. But then we've got Ethereal Armor, Flickering Ward, Hyena Umbra, which is a great on-flavor thing, Rancor. There's a few things that pull themselves back just in case, dog meat's
Rancor
not
is
doing
a
it.
wild aura.
It really is.
It is a wild aura.
Spider Aura, or Spider Umbra.
Spider Umbra is really good.
Aspect of the Mongoose, Madcap Skills, Armadillo Cloak, Cartouche of Strength, Shield of Oversun, Song of the Dryads. Okay, now this one's really interesting because it is an enchantment aura. You enchant target permanent. Enchanted permanent is a colorless forest land. All right, so if they're doing something stupid with some crazy enchantment or they've got a wild, planeswalker that's getting out of hand, you slap one of these bad boys on it, and now it's just a forest. And the fun thing is, if they destroy your enchantment with dog meat, you can recur this enchantment and then throw it on something again.
That's really good.
And then we've got kind of your basic package of lands in the Naya build.
Normal lands. This deck is going to be up on our Mox field that Tom has graciously made a folder for all of our deck techs every single week. When you look at our page, you will see all of our random other not private, but our normal decks that we're building too that are kind of all over the fucking place.
Yeah, I do some under construction. Feel free to go through those, leave comments, ask questions.
Like, for example, my Ragos deck that I'm bringing to competitions
guys
on
in
there.
If you're doing the competition and you're like, I want to study up on this guy, it's in there. Check it out.
I'm going to be one of 8 billion people playing fucking Ragos, probably.
I guarantee it, yeah.
But Dog Meat Grinder's on there right on the Mox field. If you like the deck list, you can actually port it over onto Manapool using our affiliate link. Give us a little kickback, and it allows you to buy the whole list right off Manapool.
Speaking of which, I like perusing these. We're going to do the full spectrum this time.
Okay.
So we've got Star City Games comes in at 97. All right, 97.66. Card Kingdom is the heavy hitter at 135.77. TCG Player, I give them a lot of crap, but we're down at 72.63, so fairly reasonable.
Pretty reasonable.
Cool Stuff Inc., like those guys. They're pretty decent, but they're kind of high. They're up at 105. Manapool got the all-time low, 68.51.
Look at that
Boom.
shit, dude. Manapool's nice because, yes, the lower card values start at 15 cents, but that means your higher valued cards are lower.
Your sellers are going to be able to get by on selling these cards for a little bit less because, again, this is the reason why we got into working with Manapool is we had a bunch of bulk that we were just sitting on.
I mean, we sold Starfield the Vocalist for like $40. And
Yeah.
we're selling for like $100 everywhere else.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. So somebody got a heck of a deal on that.
It's just one of those things.
It's again, get it on the field. Like we
Play it,
lost
dude.
$60, did we? Because it'd just be
No.
sitting
It'd
around,
just be
not
sitting
being
around.
played.
The thing about cards and value is you make nothing with them just sitting there. I mean,
We were just talking about that today, and it's a common reoccurring thing. Magic the Gathering cards have value, not just because they're collectible, but because they're game pieces.
yeah, this isn't Pokemon that now it's just, it doesn't matter if the card's good. If somebody says it's expensive, it's expensive.
Where you get a booster pack and you grade it.
Yeah, did you know the highest amount of theft for any cards on the planet at conventions are Pokemon cards?
Oh, dude, there's
You know
a
that?
lot of videos that I've seen on those.
It's never Magic. Do you know why?
No.
Because Magic players actually respect their community to a standard where they're like, this is a playable thing. I'm going to pay the money. Like, for example, I got my Swords to Plowshares at the first convention we went to
Yep.
for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It was just sitting there in a case, and I thought I'd never see it in fucking person. And
Boom.
there it was for $10, and I was like, I'm gonna buy this, and didn't realize the money in my Venmo was Mom's that she sent me to buy her stuff, and then spent it, and then I had to pay it back. But like, that's a story for a different time.
Yeah.
But like, it was great because that's a card I was like, oh, I'd really like this or Samurai, but like, I'm just gonna get a normal one because I don't really want to order, and we hadn't gotten to the Manapool point yet.
Right.
So like, I was like, I don't really want to get it, and then it was just there. right?
Mm-hmm. I don't. We wouldn't have gotten that one on Manapool anyways because it's Japanese, right?
That is true. Yeah,
They don't do.
those ones are because it's on Scryfall.
Oh, cool.
Basically, the things you can sell on Manapool are ported in from Scryfall. So if it's
Okay.
on Scryfall, you can get it on Manapool.
Yeah, no, I've always been one. When I was a kid, there was always like access to like German and French and Italian cards. So like really like, especially now that like Oracle exists and there are full art cards and so forth. I see them all as kind of the same cards. So like it's a really easy pitfall to get into to mix up. Yeah, we
Why is there so many moths?
Mothra.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. But yeah, my girlfriend sent me a meme that I thought you'd like.
Yeah.
It's Magic the Gathering types of removal. Green removes artifacts and enchantments. Black removes creatures. White removes the board. Blue removes spells on the stack. Red removes players. Colorless removes friends. And Double Masters removes financial stability.
That's not untrue. Boy, yeah, no, I'm. It's not quite Final Fantasy, but I feel that is.
And
definitely...
then Rye sent me this and said another card to the collection. It's playable too, and it's from Facebook. And it's a burnt corner plateau.
That's funny. I don't know that playable is a word for that.
It's playable. But yeah, so we're gonna move to our final section, which is our Reddit roundup for this week.
Oh, I have one more thing
you
real
do?
quick.
Go ahead.
So this one doesn't take very much because there's not a lot of stuff to drum up for it because the sign up time is already gone. But Magic is doing a thing at your WPNs.
Aha, we had look at this. We almost forgot about one section, and Tom remembered. He recovered it.
And so basically,
He's stuck to the plan because it's stuck. Stick.
because we're sticking. Magic presents A Villainous Halloween. It's got to be scheduled by August 15th. So if your WPN store hasn't set up for it yet, you can't get into
Because
it.
they won't be able to send the prize support out and stuff for it.
But there's a really cool thing. It's a commander game where basically like there are alternate win cons and so forth. This is the casual level stuff that I was talking
Stuff
about.
we were talking
where,
about, like having goals and stuff to win. So instead of
Yeah.
winning the tournament, you're winning your goals.
And yeah, no, so it's definitely really cool. I think that you should talk to your local game store about it, see if they've got any information that, find out when the time is or so forth. It's supposed to be between October 31st and November 2nd, so kind of over that Halloween weekend. I'm going to be looking into it. You basically just need a commander deck. And then they add in some, alternate rules and so forth that allow you to do some just kind of wild stuff and
You
so
can make
forth.
a spooky deck based around it or something.
Yeah,
All
or
Hallows Eve.
Spider-Man. Go all in with the
Just
Spider-Man
play
deck.
spiders.
Put some
Spiders
villains
are
in there.
Halloweeny, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Get this
Spider-Man.
Halloweeny. What up?
You know who's really big for the season? Spiders, man. It's terrifying.
Yes, Spiders, man. It's
That's-
terrifying.
That is Creepy Doll.
That is...
Like Creepy Doll
is
in
Creepy
Marvel
Doll.
form.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, that was what I had on that.
Yep, we'll do
You should definitely check into that.
I know. Yeah, we'll definitely
we'll-
check into it because that sounds fun.
But we've got some cool stuff on the Reddit roundup today.
So Reddit Roundup is it's from r/Magic the Circle Jerking, which we've mentioned in the group before. It's really funny. But it's from user Jace the Power Bottom.
I almost used Jace in my graphic for the how Magic is very inclusive in its storyline. Because I put a bunch of like openly gay and trans characters on the graphic, and I was like, "Oh, I should totally, as a joke, put Jace in here." I was like, "No, Tom, that's not nice to Jace, and that's not sensitive." So he didn't make it on there, but I understand the vibe that he's going for.
So this is about Marvel Spider-Man. So it is called "This Set Feels Like a Cry for Help."
Okay.
Not to be a weird conspiracy nut, but looking through the Hasbro's Magic the Gathering's Marvel Spider-Man set, we all implicitly understand that the design team, art direction team, lore team, and every other team with a soul Stone, is chained up under Hasbro Wizards of the Coast main office, right?
Oh.
How else could you explain this soulless cash grab besides the C-suite directors locking up every employee with a conscience, leaving only the most craven and immortal, blandest ghouls to design the latest Hasbro Wizards of the Coast Magic the Gathering, a card game ages 13 and up set? So here's the plan. If you're within 300 kilometers of the United States, Washington City's Seattle, we will meet at Hasbro Washington Wizards of the Coast main office at 0600 United Kingdom, England, City of London time with bolt cutters, and we will break them free from the corporate slaves of their cages.
So first off, I want to outline that all of the addresses in that post are wrong.
They're all wrong. However, I mean, I do feel some of that.
I disagree. I think that as we've gotten this last flourish of stuff, again, the bonus sheet, the card selection for that, I think is very relevant. Saw in half. There's Heroic Intervention, I believe, is in there.
Heroic Intervention.
Yeah, there's a bunch of amazing cards that would be awesome to just like.
I just can't believe that they're printing Saw in half again, dude.
It's great. It's a great combo card.
Drop that Deadpool card.
Well, the Deadpool one's not going anywhere.
Oh wait, no, yeah, that's true.
It's
Sorry,
Secret Lair.
I was thinking
that's solidified.
Yeah, it's solidified. I was thinking bonus sheet. I was like, oh man, I was thinking it was standard. I was like, oh, that's gonna be in standard now. They can use that one. No, it's bonus
so
sheet,
it's limited. It's not
yes,
in standard, but yeah, that's the cool part is like using that in a limited environment and like in places where like. I think there's 2 or 3 cards that say the legend rule doesn't exist, or at least not for spiders or
which
whatnot.
is also kind of a wild line to put in a spider deck, but that's fine.
It
makes sense because
they're pigeonholed.
Spider-Man. Yeah,
like if a card says create a
spider,
a copy of a creature, and all of the creatures in the limited environment are legendary, it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything.
So yeah, they had to at least include the spider thing on there.
They definitely, yes. This last round of cards they've given us are definitely different than what that post feels like. Originally, abso-fucking-lutely, it felt like a bad money, failed investment cash grab. And then they just, like, came out with all these unbelievably baller cards this week.
And I don't think... So... the professor did a thing on it. He had very similar opinions. I've already told you about how my daughter feels about this and so forth. And I think that they did miss the mark. I feel like if they had gone for the art style in the Across the Spider-Verse versus the original comics, I think that they would have done much better in the reception of this.
Yeah. They did give us the art style of the radioactive spider from Into the Spider-Verse, though, as one of the cards, which is cool.
I liked it. I liked what it went for and so forth, but it's not what the community was looking for.
No, we were looking for almost... Usually we don't want an over big powerhouse of a set because then it keeps like pushing this whole power creep thing. But I feel like that's what we expected out of this set, was to be a powerhouse set.
And was it too much at one time? Like, again, we're just coming off of Final Fantasy and so forth. I know that we had EOE, but like that was grounded Magic the Gathering universe. Now we're back out in the multiverse.
We're getting shoved. Yeah, in 4 months, 3 universes beyond standard sets are being shoved into our throats. Which does, on their point of, it feels like they're being held prisoner to push this out.
Venom is going to use the Buster Sword to kick Aang's ass, is what's going to happen.
What Fortnite universe wild shit is this? What's next? Is Peter Griffin going to carry around an AK-47 and shoot Banana Man while holding... Leon's sword?
I mean, we've got a couple years, I think, before we can pull that off, but I definitely think the Family Guy Secret Lair is around the corner. Like, maybe not the full-blown set, even though they've got plenty of material to do it with.
That'd be wild.
And you can't tell me that Seth MacFarlane hasn't played Magic. Like, he may not like be an avid player.
A fucking Star Trek based show.
Yeah,
he definitely has at least touched Magic once in his life. But Yeah, that post, I wanted to bring that up mostly because of the fact that it is relevant to this kind of sticky Spider-Man type episode. And it did at first feel like they were just being forced to make this and didn't want to. The way the card values were coming out. Because, like, the beginner eccentric starter decks are still very lazy. And people are still selling them for money, even though they're given out for free, because fuck you, I guess.
Again,
But,
if
like,
you're in the environment where you're looking to open stuff or you're making content or whatnot, that's one thing. I don't make like a judgment on that. You gotta secure stuff and show it off to people. That being said, anybody who's buying or getting these for free and then selling them,
you are a scummy person.
Yeah, that's
Those are decks that were supposed to be free for people to get into Magic, and now you are gatekeeping the free things.
Yeah.
You are the Pokemon player of the Magic community.
Give them out. Share them.
That's some Pokemon level collector shit.
I would love to just like take a day and just like walk around with like baskets on the side of my hips and just like walk around like a school afterwards and just like, hey, here's Magic cards. Here's
there's a guy on Facebook actually that goes to, remember how people have those little book things they put on corners and people are like, oh, leave a book, take a book, and stuff like that. He's been hiding Magic card decks.
That's awesome.
In them.
I should do
and I'm
that.
like, that. Yeah,
there's one down the street.
There's a few of them down the street from us. Yeah,
just start putting them.
And
in
I think that's a cool idea because it's like, hey,
have to do a 2-pack though, like a
2 decks,
a dual deck,
yeah, so
type
that people
thing.
can play. Yeah,
yeah.
Be like, hey, this game. Because as much as we give Magic shit for being expensive and stuff like that,
it is highly accessible. Like
it's
if
highly
you don't,
accessible, and it saved a lot of people's lives from like addiction and things like that.
Yeah,
because like,
Magic is such a thing you can dive into.
it gives them something else to spend money on that isn't harmful to themselves. Not necessarily. I mean, addiction for gambling. This is 100% gambling addiction.
You're not gonna overdose on cardboard. You're not going to. I mean,
you can ruin your life financially on cardboard, but like,
yeah, but at the same time, you could do that with literally anything.
But it gives you a community to talk to and people who have the same likes and dislikes about Magic. And like, we're going to a convention at the end of the month.
Community is
of all people who
part
play
of Magic.
We're going to a convention that is just Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've got like the first convention that you guys saw us go to was a sports card expo that
where the Magic players
we were the people that people heard were walking around and started pulling out their Magic cards from random boxes.
There were still Magic cards there. There was the one guy who had like the heck. I'm hoping we can find him at some point. Like we go to the convention again next year, and then like, oh yeah, I got the 10.0. Like,
yeah, but like, we're going to a convention that's just Magic, and that's gonna be so exciting because we're going to learn so many things and different angles on Magic that we're not even thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we constantly talk Magic, like, not even just on here. And there's going to be some crazy conversations with other... Like, Rye is excited because she's
so
new to Magic. And
yeah.
I'm like, sweetheart, I know you're excited. I'm like, but you are going to be opened up to a gigantic Magic world very unbelievably fast.
Dude.
Tom and I are prepared for this because we've been playing Magic for 15 years. You are going to get
still
culture shocked by Magic like crazy.
I've still never done like a Magic event. The biggest thing that I've ever been to was like a PTQ, and I went to that with a friend.
Yep.
And I was really just kind of like there talking to people outside. Like I dropped him off and picked him up, and
like for me, I'm entering in the largest tournament I've even gone near.
It is, but it's CEDH.
Different.
This is not like you've done competition before, but it was always standard or constructed.
Always standard and constructed, and
this is pods. This is politics. This is like
this is a completely different ballgame. But it's still like
if you see somebody, if you sit down and your opponent is like running Asmo, you need to just make friends with them. Like, hey, it's got to be me and you because you know you can beat me, right?
No,
like,
because, no, it's going to be, oh, you're playing Asmo? Hey, we both have food. What's up? Let's cook in the kitchen together a little bit, buddy.
Yeah.
And then they don't realize it when in that one turn I go, okay, I tap him once and deal 40 damage to all of you immediately.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Can't take the heat.
Can't take the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
You're going to have to work on all your kitchen quips.
I know. I'm going to have to. But thank you guys for joining us for episode 22. Thank you again to Manapool and to ShippingShield for partnering up with us, for being our sponsors. And we will see you guys.
We'll see you in a few hours.
You will see us in a week. We will see these cameras sticking in our face and these mics in our mouths in 2 days.
Well, I try and keep my mic out of my mouth, but every once in a while it slips.
Accidentally slipped in.
This is the hard part.
The hard part is not accidentally slipping in.
In your mouth.
Thank you guys. Have a good
Thanks for
rest
coming
of
out,
your
guys.
week.